All right, welcome back to the podcast.
Hi, I'm Sage,
I'm David.
and we're the Burnouts.
We
Two
are.
of six.
6. You
All
should
right.
know how many of us there are by now.
Then 1/3, because it's still the same. We are one collective monkey brain.
That's true. Very
All
true.
right. New setting. Definitely not my house. This is.
I feel uncomfortable here. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable with my surroundings. I crave familiarity.
This is an hour after a mid-aged white person's like bachelor party. I'm gonna
What?
say.
Wait.
That's the setting we're going for here. It's the
Okay.
theme.
Okay, for sure.
We're just gonna be shooting the shit this time around, taking it very casual. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you a question.
Everything off the dome. I don't got anything in here.
No notes. I don't even have my phone on me.
Me either.
Phones just they hold you back. But no. So we're at my house. We were listening to my brother talk because that's all he does, just blah 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 over and over, until someone hits him in the throat, and then he goes down for a couple minutes. But I got the idea.
At that time, you put on the blindfold, put him in bed, and make him think he hasn't woken
in the
up.
sarcophagus. That's just, he sleeps in a
Of course.
giant tomb. Yeah.
My mistake.
But I got the idea to ask, what do you think is the smallest animal that can kill you? And conversely, what do you think is the biggest animal that couldn't kill you? And we can factor in venom too.
I'm gonna have to think about this.
Because venomous, you could just say spider. That's boring.
I don't think no venom.
Yeah, no venom. Like I'm brute force, like teeth and punch.
Brute force.
I'm thinking like first thing I would think is like maybe like a honey badger.
Yeah, of course.
Not to like play it into like the 2012 meme, but like they're strong and small. Like I mean, you could obviously stomp it if it doesn't dodge, but
Yeah.
I don't know how fast they are.
I think like a particularly
Well, snakes are
a
long.
particularly tenacious chimp could drag me down.
A normal chimp, dude. Chimps are strong as hell. They
Okay,
like,
but I'm
rip
talking
your
about
arm off.
I'm talking about a
Like
little chimp.
yeah.
So if it was particularly hell bent on doing me in.
If it was an upset pansy, that wasn't really a good
That
shortening.
was pretty bad.
Yeah, because you do.
Because there's another word for to shorten chimpanzee, and it's called chimp.
Yeah, I got it.
You had one job.
Like a baby shark, because in water you're at a super weak
Baby
distance.
shark.
Shut up.
But like that's obvious. Like obviously a baby shark could kill you.
Yeah, or like a manta ray, anything with a sting. But that's not brute force.
Right.
That's
or,
like basic.
or just like a man.
Yeah. Yeah. That completely threw me off.
Yeah,
Sorry.
get the fuck out of here, dog.
What about
That's
like
cool.
Like I think a vulture could fuck you up. Like a bird of some sort,
yeah.
or like an eagle.
Oh yeah,
They never target humans, but like they could fuck you up.
that's true.
All right, so those are the small things.
The
Big
biggest
animal.
The biggest thing that couldn't kill me.
That could not kill you. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Blue whale. No, a blue whale could.
No, but that's
this
the
is-
thing. It could kill us if it tried.
Yeah.
If it wanted to.
Yeah, it's like this is a hypothetical where an animal would. It mentally it wants to kill you. You're in fight mode with this thing. So a blue whale would just eat you. Like you'd be dead.
Right.
So we're trying to. Yeah. It has to be like a big like pillow monster or something that you could.
About Bill Russell.
Is that a human being?
94 years old and 8 feet tall.
That's true.
He couldn't even catch you.
That's true.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Good answer. Thank you. Bill Russell.
Sticking to the animal kingdom.
Well, we're in the animal.
These are technically animals.
Yeah. It's at the very top.
So obviously a horse could kill you.
A big sloth.
Yeah. I'm just narrowing it down.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously a horse could
Horse
kill
would kick
you.
your ass. Well,
Kangaroo,
yes,
there are deaths.
They would destroy you.
There are deaths.
They would destroy you, I think.
Yeah.
Like a big marsupial, maybe like a wallaby or like a koala.
I'm not familiar with what a wallaby looks like. Are they?
They're the Australian
Is
mammals.
it like a bigger koala? Because
Yeah.
that's what I have in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could probably kill me.
You know what? Like one big pack animal. Like one hyena or coyote or something.
No, either of those could fuck you up, dude.
One of them, I
One
think
of
you could
them.
take.
No.
But a wolf is like, it stays on its own. It's like good at one-on-one. A
Right.
pack animal that's like a little bitch. Like you could, wrestle him. I think it's like a mean dog.
Do you think? Okay, hang on. I've never even considered this in my life.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it'd be like fighting a giraffe? What would you even do?
Dude.
Are you gonna try to like trip up the legs?
You kick the ankles. You break its ankles. Those look weak. Are you kidding me? That's the same thing with
You don't
the horse.
know. You don't know how thick giraffe legs are.
Well, if it's anything like a horse's, you're going for the ankles.
That's true, but a horse is too coordinated. It could
Yeah,
immediately.
horses, and they're too fast. Like,
Yeah.
But a horse, they have a blind
Wait,
spot right in
giraffes
the middle.
are fast when they want to be.
They are, yeah.
However,
but this thing
it's
is
not
trying to
going to be.
attack you.
Yeah, it's not going to
coming
be
for you.
running away. Yes.
I literally feel like I'd be better off against a giraffe than a horse.
Oh,
You're
easily.
wrong.
You think so?
So giraffes have a kick that launch you to be 10 feet in the air.
Oh,
That's how they defend themselves against lions.
All right. I mean,
A
Okay.
full-grown lion will not
Oh.
attack a giraffe by itself.
maybe like a deer or an antelope, because they're kind of shitty. They just
No,
try to
a
run.
deer can completely fucking headbutt you.
No, but like a female deer, the ones that a female one that it doesn't have the horns, like a cow. Cows are scary that they're heavy.
Yeah. No, a cow. I think if a cow wanted to kill you, it could.
Manatee.
Manatee.
Um.
But in the water, this is you'd be in the water. I feel like
Yeah.
you'd be at a big
It's
disadvantage.
not in the middle of the Mojave.
Okay, well then a blue whale in the middle of the Mojave just to watch it die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this like 20 seconds more thought.
Okay. This is the biggest thing that can't.
The biggest
kill
thing
me.
that can't kill you. Giant rat.
Yeah. Okay. I want to make myself clear. I think if a koala really wanted to kill me, it couldn't. I could beat the
Yeah.
koala.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Also, this is obvious. We're not counting plants. You can't just cut down a sequoia and then like you're God.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Wasn't even on my mind.
Yeah. I looked at we have a plant in the corner of the room, so I was like, of course that'd be the obvious next conclusion. All right. Okay. Well, we can move on.
Yeah.
I could spitball you another question, but this isn't. This sort of depends on your knowledge of things. What is a good
California condor.
best story with fiction or it has to be fiction, like a magic system within a story? What's your favorite?
Either. God, my very easy options: Harry Potter and The
Yeah.
Good Place. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you like the magic system of The Good Place?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's
What do
just
you mean?
like-
It's just like Janet bringing up whatever she wants. It's like it's fun.
Yeah.
There's a book series, a children's book series that like I've never heard anyone else talk about ever,
Mhm.
called The Seams,
Never heard of it. Yeah.
and it was pretty cool. It was sort of magic related.
Yeah. Well,
It had an interesting premise. It was about like little. Were they small? No, they were normal. But it was like these little beings that lived in like a dreamscape and like sort of influenced life on Earth.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it was cool.
that's weird. Yeah.
It's been a
Why-
very long time since I read those.
Yeah. I know the Harry Potter magic system's huge, so like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be reading the Harry Potter books, so I'll get a good taste of that. It
I
seems
didn't even
like
know you could read. I mean, when did you learn? We
Yeah,
just
of
shot
course.
like a music video for a
What?
few hours. We can talk about them. What the fuck?
No, yeah. I mean, all right, fine, yeah, sure.
And it was just really fun. Like we got several shots, several locations.
Yeah.
Max is gonna edit, and it'll turn out good.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah.
I just find it just so fun to create content with the boys. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just I don't know. It's really rewarding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good time. It makes you feel like you're actually doing stuff, particularly when you're on like hiking.
Yeah,
It makes you feel like you're actually getting outside and shit.
yeah, just fun all around.
Have I asked you worst fast food joint? Because I feel like best we would probably just say like In-N-Out and call it a day.
Can I say one that I haven't been to on principle? Like I don't intend to go there.
Yeah, but I might not fully validate your answer.
Yeah, fair. Arby's.
You've never been to Arby's.
Arby's doesn't look good, and I've never been there,
They
and
have
I don't.
the meats.
I don't really intend to go there and sample the meats.
Sample the meats. They've got people with platters.
Yeah,
Would you like to try
the
beef?
brisket.
Yeah. What is it made
It's like
of?
butlers.
Yeah.
With British accents, silver platters.
That's fucked up. Hiring old men to dress up as butlers for your fast food restaurant.
I think it'd be pretty good. How is it fucked up? They'd be paid well. They'd be
I
paid
guess, yeah.
minimum wage.
Well, but as an old person, I would hope that you wouldn't work unless it's something you'd want to be doing, like an archaeologist. That's my first thought, because I thought of Indiana Jones' dad.
That's an old man job.
Yeah, because they're always there. They're at the dig sites, chiseling.
I think an old man should be able to work at Arby's if he wants to. I wouldn't do it,
guess.
but I think it's valid.
I would say for me, if Subway counts, I would say Subway. I've come to really not be happy with Subway because I like tuna sandwiches, and it's just their tuna is awful, and I can make a better tuna sandwich at home.
Damn.
I hear Quiznos is better, but I've never been.
I've never been to Quiznos either. You ever been to Jersey? This is a
Jersey
discussion
Mike's.
hour. Jersey Mike's.
No, but they have like a couple.
It's pretty all right. I've
Boulevard.
had it twice. Dude, I had Bay Cities yesterday.
Dude,
It
it's been
rocked.
so long
It
since I've had
rocked.
Bay Cities.
It rocked my world.
I need my world to be rocked.
The other night, I go to sleep at 9 p.m. Actually, I fall asleep at 8:30 on a call with him and Max.
Oh, yeah.
While we're watching a show, and I fall asleep in my chair at my desk, which I've never done before. And surprise, surprise, I wake up at 3, and I'm like, ooh.
Oh, yeah. You fell asleep in your chair?
Yeah. I fell asleep in my chair.
That chair must be
I was
comfy,
on
dude.
the call. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even... No, but you hung up, though.
Yeah, I woke up like 10 minutes later.
And then you hung up, and then
Yeah.
you fell... You didn't even get into your bed?
No, I got into bed. I didn't sleep for hours in the chair. Okay. So
I have slept in a chair.
cool. I didn't ask.
Bro, I can leave. I gotta go.
So I got up and I'm like, I actually I feel a little rested because it's like, a power nap.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I am freezing though. So I get into bed and immediately fall asleep.
Nice. Yeah.
And then I wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm like, cool, I guess this is my life now. I can't even go to the bathroom because the only working bathroom's on the other side of the house.
Oh, God.
It's like I have to go through my parents' room to get it.
Jump over their bed.
So I cannot pee in the middle of the night anymore.
Damn.
So
Well, for now.
right, for now. That's true. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Got him.
So I get up at 6 a.m. and I decide to go on a run, which I'm running. I'm trying to run frequently. Bullshit. Excuse me? And I ran to Venice, basically to Tom's house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's pretty far.
Called
an Uber back.
Fuck you. I did not do that. I ran back and dude, that market, that the one we always go to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'm hungry. I didn't eat before I went because I probably would have thrown up. I'm like, I'm going to go in, going to get a naked smoothie, and it's going to be cold, and it's going to be good, and I'm going to be a little filled.
Yeah.
$5 for a medium one. It's fucked up.
I mean, yeah, it's like boba price or expensive coffee.
Yeah, but
price.
it's way smaller than a boba, and also prepackaged, and also they cost $2.
Oh,
normally.
Yeah, you didn't. So it's the same shit as in the bottle.
It was in the bottle. I
Oh,
bought
what the
a
fuck?
bottle of naked drink. Yeah.
I thought this was a stand or something where they were doing.
No, this is the market that we go to by Tom's house.
That's stupid.
It's fucked up, and under Bernie Sanders, this would not happen.
Yeah, shout out Bernie Sanders. Rip Yang, dude. He dropped out.
Dude, 5 people just dropped out.
Oh, did Rat drop out yet?
Not yet.
Damn it. I'm glad you knew who I was talking about.
Of course.
Oh, wait. Say the name.
Pete Buttigieg.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was 80% confident there. Just wanted to be 100.
Yeah, I hate him. So we have the rat and the snake still in.
Oh.
Snake is Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, okay.
But five losers just dropped out. So cool.
Right.
See you in 4 years.
We still got
Andrew.
Bloomberg, don't we?
Yeah, and he's kind of the worst of them all.
Really?
Yeah.
Less than Biden, you like him? I'd rather vote for him than Biden.
I really hate Biden, but
I would literally rather vote for
Bloomberg is just as racist as Biden, or more.
I have less of a bias against Bloomberg. Yeah.
Bloomberg's pretty fucking bad.
I know. More and more stuff is resurfacing of him being kill the baby. You saw that on Twitter?
Yeah.
I was like a fucking cartoon villain CEO, just kill the fucking baby.
Yeah.
All I can think about is about old people because I said the archaeology thing.
Jesus.
And the people working as waiters. I guess is there any job that you would do in retirement?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, anything that you would, a career, a money thing. Because obviously hobbies, anyone wants to do that at any time. But yeah.
So, I do a very stereotypical thing, and I work in a turquoise shop in New Mexico. And
literally the stone.
And it's so chill. I literally just vibe there every day.
That's interesting.
And I run it with my wife, maybe. That'd be cool.
I was thinking, and this is pretty idyllic, but like, live somewhere on the coast. Doesn't have to be California because it's dumb expensive.
Right. By the way, I just said that because I thought it'd be extremely chill, not because I have a turquoise passion.
No, yeah, it seems really cool. Like I got a really strong visual of sort of what you were talking about. That seems really awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, we just like synced up the head scratch.
I'd call it like the Albuquerque Trading Post.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's sick. I'm thinking a similar thing, but switch turquoise Trading Post, which that is super dope, with just like a tavern.
Oh yeah.
Like drinks, very like casual environment though, not like
you're sort of like an NPC and just drop wisdom to whoever comes through.
I'm the first guy you find in your D&D campaign that tells you about the cave that you're gonna like go explore with your fucking party. I'm like the innkeep.
We should play more D&D.
I know we should.
It's been so long. My character was the most powerful.
I still have the stuff in the closet. What I'm thinking we'll do.
Not true.
Yeah, I do.
No, I mean my character being the most powerful. My character was mediocre.
Yeah.
What's my name? I don't remember.
Donatel. You were a turtle, man. You were a turtle. That's the race.
I was.
Yeah, I'll throw up an image of that. Yeah, and I think you used the quarterstaff too to be like Donatello.
I did use a quarterstaff.
And then we had. I'll just go through this because it's kind of funny. We had Meme Lock. Was Evan a warlock?
Of course.
I think he was just a human. I don't think he was anything weird. Tom was a bird guy, one of the big birds, not the small birds. He was a rogue, I think.
Max was probably an orc.
Max was
or a goblin.
Max was he a wizard? Was he? He was some kind of spellcaster. No, I think he was he also a warlock?
He was a mage.
Caster of some kind.
Yeah.
He was in I don't remember. I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Seiron, I remember, was half orc, half human paladin. I remember that because that's like very Seiron.
Yeah.
I'm sure his character's name was like Ulfbrith.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'd probably we'd have to drop probably Evan because he doesn't usually show up and he wasn't too invested. No offense to him. I mean, or we could do like
just kidding.
We could do a Burnouts D&D thing.
Yeah.
Like, just do a sort of one-off session. I'd have to find a campaign, but that could be cool and then film it all. But that might be a bit much.
It'd be a lot.
Yeah. So if not, then maybe just keep the party smaller because 5 is like maximum.
Oh yeah.
You know, as inexperienced as I am. Well, that's fine. Well, we can about basketball. Did you see Hannibal Buress' story? It was like him and like a bunch of
just on his IG story?
Yeah, about him and a bunch of musicians played basketball.
I didn't see it, but he was just at the celebrity game. He did pretty trash.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. It seems like a fun thing to watch, but
it is.
Sadly, I heard his reputation plummeted a bit because like
he's not cool anymore now.
Well, last year, in particular, there was a specific thing because last year, I don't know if Trump did a law or something, but there was basically something along the lines of like something in politics where it's like, oh well, like homeowners, property owners are going to like raise their taxes or something in response to certain democratic policies coming through, something along those lines.
Yeah.
And like Hannibal Buress, people found out he's a landowner, and like I think he was saying like,
he's a landlord.
Yeah, and he was basically saying like I am gonna raise my shit or something like that, or people were assuming he was gonna do that. It wasn't like incriminating, but it was like.
And then Bernie at one point tweets like just as a general policy, we need. Forget the exact phrase, but we need universal rent control. Is what I believe the gist was.
Yeah, if we have universal fucking
and
minimum wage.
Hannibal quote tweets him and says wrong. And it's like, shut up, you fucking nerd.
Yeah, of course you'd say that, yeah. And of course, I mean, it would be at ratios relative to where you are, but it's still controlled, you know?
Yeah, it's funny. Just, I don't know, landlords.
Just like twisting their fucking mustache.
Yeah, I just find it funny how they're like, so universally hated. I approve of the universal hate.
I mean, they're generally bad.
Yeah.
They have a, you know.
It's funny because there's this indie kind of surf rock, kind of a little punk, but I don't listen to his music, so don't quote me on that. His name's Waves with 2 V's. So people found out like a couple years ago, oh, he's a landlord.
Rip.
And like his reputation immediately like plummeted. No one cares about him anymore.
Yikes. I mean, if you're going to do that, you have to like, I don't know how you'd prove that you're not shit, but I guess you have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of are shit when you start being a landlord?
Well, I think there are fine ways of being a landlord, right? I mean, you can B&B, or even if you own an apartment, so long as your policies aren't like cruel and you're not a mean person.
Yeah. If you're like
there's a right way to do
like
it.
privately subletting out your apartment, that's usually fine. If you're like fix damages and stuff. If you're like a slumlord who won't fix people's problems,
like you should be nice universally. What is it though? This is random, but last podcast you mentioned Jarvis Johnson.
Yeah.
For some reason,
I've only seen that one video. But yeah.
For some reason, I said like, oh, I don't know him. I might be sub. Like I watched a couple of his videos.
You might be sub to him.
Well, I'm just saying like, I watched a couple of his videos. I like him. Shout out Jarvis Johnson. He's cool.
Yeah, he was very entertaining.
Yeah, that's all. I felt a little
good
bad because I
callback.
was like, I said I don't know who he is. I'm like, I know who he is. Like in post, I was like, this is wrong. But yeah. What do you think is the least hated job? Firefighter? Doctor? Well, doctors can. Some people don't like doctors.
People hate them.
Because we can do worse too. Because a landlord is up there, CEO, I guess, of like a big company, like fucking Mark Zuckerberg.
Of course.
Mark.
I mean, cops, 100%.
Oh yeah. What about other? Well, we're only in America. We can't really say for other countries because here it's fucked well. But like,
they're still often hated.
Yeah.
Like
government. You know what?
France has a very revolutionary, class-conscious attitude.
I think the worst is politicians, though. People, it is like a joke that people hate politicians.
That's true.
I would put them slightly above police. Like in America, the culture is hate police. But in the planet, it's like I hate politics.
Okay, I guess that's the thing because everyone hates politics.
Yeah.
And like you have like your people that love cops.
Yeah. Well, and also the cops are sort of by proxy politics as well. All right. Well, those two are up there. What about least hated? I would say firefighters.
Least hated, the guy at the weed store.
The guy who doesn't card you when you're fucking underage. But firefighters, dude. Firefighters.
That's irrelevant.
Because firefighters are like
there. That's irrelevant.
Firefighters are like cops that don't suck because they save your life.
Oh yeah, no, people
and they do good.
Firefighters have a high approval rating.
Anybody doing like willingly doing volunteer work at like
course.
Animal shelters and like
hospitals.
hospitals.
I hate those people.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the worst.
Caring for those dogs.
Fuck out of here.
I have a bias towards teachers. I know they're really hit or miss, but I like teachers. I mean, both my parents.
I guess they never
teachers.
miss, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn.
We're actually looking at the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen right now.
Did you respond to Evan's Insta story post? He was like, "Send me album art to put on my wall."
I didn't see it.
I sent him in the hall of the Crimson Court.
Nice.
Because that's like a funny one. I think people were initially, when that album first came out, they were like, "This is disgusting. I hate this art," but it's like sick.
Crimson King.
King Crimson,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
gotcha.
the one of the guys.
Yeah. King
so
Crimson,
I suggested that to him because that one looks sick.
Yeah, totally. I missed that. Actually, I have something to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok gets a bad rap, and there is horrible stuff on it.
Oh yeah, well, like every website.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I anticipated. Sorry, go on.
There's two things I like about it. One, if you simply start using it, they are so good at finding like what you like.
The curations are good.
Yeah, it's very addictive, but like it's a fun app to use. I usually am showing.
I usually am
I usually get shown, like maybe 60% comedy, 20% like art, 10% something else, and 10% just like girls dancing, and it's great. It's a great system.
Yeah, I mean,
but the even more positive about TikTok is that it stops me from checking Instagram stories of people I follow.
Why is that bad?
It's done wonders for my mental health. I don't know. It's hard for me to see like celebrities doing cool shit.
Oh, I'm feeling like you're doing nothing.
Some friends I know either doing cool shit or
Valentine's Day.
Posting that they're like sad and like I don't know. I don't feel like I can do anything to help them. You know?
Yeah, it sucks.
The
best thing
Instagram's bad, and the less I use it, the better.
I think the best thing you can do is just minimize phone use in general. But I agree. I mean, I don't know if this was this podcast or the Women Do Meth podcast, but I think I mentioned like I fully expected TikTok to become like Vine too, and that's basically what it's become in my mind.
It is.
And people can reject it as
Bites
much as
Out.
they like.
Bites Out.
Oh, yeah,
and
Bite is
honestly, no
supposed-
one really cares. It's not very good.
Yeah, I mean,
They just waited too long. It's like that's the problem.
yeah.
I got on the first night. I got the @Carly Rae Jepsen, and I posted one bite saying, "Hi, I'm Carly Rae Jepsen," and that was the whole thing.
Speaking of which, Valentine's Day.
I didn't do shit. Thanks for bringing that up. How about you?
I did shit. I'm
Cool.
sorry. I don't want to talk about it now.
No, that's cool. What'd you do? I mean, I'm gonna cry, but go ahead.
No. I hung out with my significant other,
That's cool.
and we had a good time.
That-
Watched movies.
Which
Had a
movies?
dinner.
Because
well,
I'm gonna judge you.
It was, I shouldn't say movies. It was like Netflix shows and shit, but it was mostly
Wow.
horror. She's into like scary shit.
Wow,
Which is
no
interesting.
taste. I just don't like horror. That's all.
No,
I
most of it is pretty whack. But then there's your like good-
most of it's pretty whack.
Yeah, I mean I agree.
Oh, most of horror, not like most of what your girl likes.
No,
for
jeez.
sure.
Well, I mean,
That's
by
the fun.
proxy, I mean, I don't like a lot of horror, but what she's into is good. And like,
I actually have something relevant. I just watched Midsummer
yeah,
the other night, and I have very mixed feelings on it.
yeah.
It really looked incredible. I was entertained, but like
Tom's a fanatic about it, right? About every film that guy's made.
I know he loves Hereditary. I don't think he likes Midsummer as
Oh, really?
much.
Well, I mean, as much, but I think he's still. I don't know. I can't speak for him.
Right. It looked beautiful. Like every shot was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the trailers look beautiful.
For me, it fell victim to like the horror tropes of like
Things were too
without
obvious, really.
spoilers, like the friend group. I
Slowly-
don't think this is a spoiler because
Slowly,
this
like,
is
descending
every
into it.
horror movie.
Yeah,
The friend group are just all dumb, unlikable assholes
yeah.
who
that's annoying.
who will make bad decisions.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
really
that's every
that's
every horror.
That's such
movie.
a like. Just make it convincing.
Yeah.
That's like I don't know, like having a comedy where you have majority of the cast setting up the punchline to your joke. It's like I'm obviously not gonna laugh if I know how it's gonna go unless you know, unless the friend group suddenly gets smart or like
Right.
you know they subvert your expectations like everything in the fucking universe, you know. But
yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
like the ending would normally have really appealed to me. It's just I didn't think it had like that much of a impact on me. I don't
Yeah.
know. On the other hand, I just watched Parasite. I
I
loved it.
want to see it. It looks really awesome.
We'll watch it.
Yeah, it seems like genuinely good.
Every shot has like purpose, and
One of those.
the themes were awesome. And I'm watching in my bed with headphones. I audibly gasped a couple times. Like
Wow.
a couple jaw-dropping scenes where I was like, "Oh my god, I do not know what is going to happen," and I love it.
Subverting expectations. Just talked about it.
Yeah, for real.
Would you say it's like is it like a thriller or is it just sort of I mean not a thriller, is it like it's like suspenseful or
It's
the vibes I got it was
it's
like
a drama with thriller vibes.
yeah, because it's definitely had like a very light eerie sense to it for me. Because it was it was a little foreboding.
What? Like the Parasite? You haven't seen it? What are you talking about?
The ads, the trailers.
Okay, for sure.
I haven't seen it. I'm just saying like
Okay, sorry, I just got confused for a sec.
just from the cut up bits, like it just like I just very foreboding, which is what a drama sort of about, you know, it sort of keeps you on the edge of your seat, I guess. But,
I will say that the ads do not say what the movie's about.
oh, well,
They
okay.
do not.
Yeah.
And it's great. Love it.
Yeah, all right.
You seen anything like actually good recently?
The last movie I went out to see, that's funny. I think it was Joker.
Oh, geez. That was
Which
a long time ago.
Yeah, and we went to like we went to one of those nice theaters where you like get food
Nice.
and like eat, and that was awesome. I haven't done that in a while. So that sort of enhanced.
Just
the-
watching
the
Joker,
experience.
drinking chalky milk.
Yeah, I know. But I don't want to talk about Joker. That was sort of nice. I liked it.
The last movie I saw in theater was Cats. I probably talked about that at some point. Terrible.
Yes, you did.
Fun experience though.
Yeah, jeez.
And I'm really trying to catch up on like the big recent movies like Little Women, Marriage Story, Uncut Gems.
Uncut was big. Didn't Ford versus Ferrari
It got a Best Picture nomination. It seemed
didn't win? Just nominate?
Parasite won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. which was huge. Like that
Yeah,
was
which
like so
we
cool.
literally it
Yeah.
was funny that like it won a nominee from
Yeah.
It's ironic. Yeah, what else? This is kind of a loose question.
Yep.
You prefer like fantasy or sci-fi? I feel like those are often sort of diametrically opposed to people. So I
Right.
don't know. Do you have a preference between the two? I don't think they have to be, but
I don't watch a lot of sci-fi.
in media in general, books, I don't know, comics.
Yeah, totally. Jeez.
I think both have really
I
awesome
guess sci-fi.
Yeah.
But I don't read a lot of either, unfortunately.
Yeah. I think for me, fantasy is fun to put like narratives. Well, I guess it's obvious that you like would use fantasy as a medium for narratives more about like, for me, like modern issues or like issues that are just about life in general,
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't necessarily matter. Whereas with the future, I think it's more fun to dick around and do like casual shit,
Right.
but also just like, I don't know. I think it provides for a lot of more funny situations because technology can explain anything. I mean, as can magic, but I think it's a lot funnier when it's like you take something that's half believable instead of just like magic, which is just like, oh, of course it works.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Like,
an interesting way of looking at it.
I haven't fully finished. Oh God, fucking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but like that kind of shit. I know. I think that some people that humor kind of bothers some people though. It's sort of like
I
British.
love it.
Yeah.
It's very, not to use a bad word, but it's very Reddit humor. you know?
No, I think you're
But-
on the nose there. Actually,
But
yeah.
it's very good. Like, it gets referenced all the time. So, like, but I read it years ago.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's like
The movie got Zooey Deschanel.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a movie.
She plays the girl.
When did that come out?
Like 10 years ago. Like
Was it
12
good?
years ago. I
can't
watched
imagine
some of it a
was
long time
great.
ago.
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
Yeah, that doesn't seem great.
It had like someone else famous.
If I were to include like modern times in those three options, do you prefer modern?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, most stuff I watch is like
I think
modern
most-
critiques of modern times.
yeah, that's fair. That totally makes sense. Yeah.
Do you prefer like 3D animation or 2D animation?
I mean, hand-drawn frame by frame is always beautiful.
Right.
I think 3D seldom matches up. Two really good examples of 3D being amazing. Spider-Verse is like a mix of the two. Spider-Verse is amazing.
Well, they really they go for it with the comic panels, but it's still 3D.
Yeah,
Which that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
yeah,
easily.
same. It's awesome.
Uh-huh.
I mean, well, I've only seen it once, but I would
Dude, I've
comfortably put it up
I've
there.
probably seen it like 8 times at this point. I watch it just when I'm bored.
Yeah. Throw out a video game, the Guilty Gear series, Exerd, and the new one that's
Not
coming
aware
out.
of it.
Yeah, it's a fighting game series, but they use 3D models to make like characters look like 2D and everything. Basically,
That's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
the
for
art
sure.
style is amazing and it's super stylish and
Mhm.
awesome. Yeah, generally
That's
2D,
fair.
but I don't have a strong preference to either. I think art you really look amazing. I love Lethal League Blaze, how that looks, or even the first Lethal League,
For sure.
another game.
I do like the Disney art style, like the 3D art style.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh.
However,
It gets
they
kind of
all look the
samey.
same.
Yeah,
every movie
We-
looks the same.
yeah.
That's my only problem with it. I just wish they could do more creative things. Like Sony went hard on Spider-Verse, you know?
I mean, I would almost consider it like a first of its own. It's like
Yeah. No, it is.
Yeah.
They completely did that. And
Who Framed Roger Rabbit's
2021
another awesome movie. Like
2021 we got
Another one?
number 2. Probably with Oscar
hope
Isaac's
it doesn't-
character from the end of credits scene.
I hope it doesn't feel forced.
No, I don't think it will.
It's definitely got a lot of high hopes on riding
Yeah.
on its back. So
Dude, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And
Awesome.
Have you seen Looney Tunes back in action with Brendan Fraser? That's a funny movie.
I've only seen bits and
It's
pieces.
bad, but it's a funny movie.
Well, I think I saw this a while ago, but there was like one of those generic like video essay film critiques on sort of why Who Framed Roger Rabbit looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, when you watch the footage, like it's correct, I think, where it's like just the way that they did the animations with like Roger Rabbit and the cartoons with real life, like they do a really good job at very subtle things, like with shading and with how characters' eyes line up, which is something that you think is obvious as soon as you think about it.
Yeah.
But like if you don't take that into consideration, it like ruins
I just saw a video with Ben Schwartz talking about the Sonic movie, and he was talking
yeah.
about how
Is
they
that
had
Polygon?
they were talking about how they had to get James Marsden's eyes to line up with where
Sonic.
Sonic's supposed to be.
So did they get a little man?
They got like a ball on a stick, and also perhaps a man with a stick.
I would put googly eyes on it. That might make me laugh though. Yeah, but that's...
Imagine being an actor and you can't look at a tennis ball with googly eyes without laughing and like destroying the scene.
I have to imagine with every movie filmed ever, there's at least one thing where nothing funny is happening and one of the characters just starts laughing, or one of the people starts laughing.
Yeah, of course, but like imagine not being able to hold it together at the tennis ball with googly eyes.
I don't know, dude. Anything can be funny if you're in the right environment.
Yeah, I think if I was an actor, I would simply just tank the shoot. I would just like
and just get fired and never act in anything ever again.
Yeah. But I would simply laugh at everything. I would violently throw up, like when we get like halfway through a scene.
Oh my god! I do remember.
It'd be pretty funny.
I do remember, and this was kind of depressing. Like when they were filming The Hobbit, which is a depressing trilogy. Yeah, you know the whole thing where. Was it Ian McKellen or whatever?
Sir Ian McKellen.
Yeah, was just like cried on set or something because he was just like, this isn't acting.
I have to act in this green room.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like, he has a strong point, but
also he was paid a whole lot for that.
Yeah, like I think it's fair to get sort of wrapped up in your emotions there, but I think, hindsight, you have to realize like it's still an amazing opportunity to do what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
If it was an amazing trilogy, then I feel like those words would have looked really bad, or at least less good. But because the Hobbit trilogy is so whack, like it's like,
right.
Of course I agree with you. I mean, his emotions are justified. I'm not trying to discredit him, but I was saying like, I would fucking act like a baboon in a green room for what he's getting paid like a quarter or a half. I think anyone would.
Of course.
Like, it's just, I don't know, but it's all about relativity, It's in his own life. It's fair to feel
knighted.
that. Yeah, it's fair to feel that plight as a sir, dude. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm excited for Sonic, as I mentioned.
Sonic movie. Are we gonna see? Oh, well.
That's the thing I wouldn't see alone. And if you guys are interested in watching it, then I'll watch the Sonic movie with you guys. I'd be happy.
I might be seeing it with some of Indigo's friends actually.
Nice.
Tomorrow. So.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Daniel's trying to plan it. So.
Dude, too many people. Last night. It's today the.
It's the 15th, 16th?
Today's the 15th.
15th.
Too many people last night got laid immediately after watching Sonic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all I can say.
I mean, like...
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik would do that to anyone.
Yeah, he's just so infatuating, I guess.
Yeah.
He's an interesting dude.
He's
Jim
a funny...
Carrey.
He's a funny man.
I mean, I think he's a really cool character within the world of comedy, but didn't he have that whole thing with like I know this is super uninformed, but like the whole religious thing where like he was having a child and like he didn't want to take his wife to the hospital. They didn't want to go to the hospital.
Dude, I have no
like,
idea. I really do not know this story.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to like take his wife to the hospital, and I mean she was compliant too.
People do that.
Well, like they don't.
That's a thing that people do.
Yeah, it's not like it's not terrible. It's just I don't know. I need to read into it more. Otherwise, I just sound like uninformed and stupid. It's
yeah,
like,
you do.
Obviously, no one's perfect, and you can't hold anyone to a pedestal. But
I don't think that's something to fault him for. Like couples decide to not go to the hospital all the time.
Yeah, that seems minor, but I don't know. I guess just I'm someone who has a lot of faith in scientists and doctors, so I just wouldn't do that. But I'm not the woman or Jim Carrey. So
that's true. You're not Jim Carrey. You are no Jim Carrey, sir. Dumb and Dumber, very funny.
I've not seen it, but I know it's like the want to hear the most annoying noise in the world. That was that, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. You confirmed that for me. Yeah.
The other one, Ace Ventura, pretty funny.
I've seen it, but yeah. Oh yeah.
Just gotta give it up to him. Tyler's about to be on a show next season.
That's the
It's a show. I forget the name, but he's playing a Mr. Rogers type character.
And he's like, that
I think has like a mental breakdown or something. And that's like probably the plot of the beginning.
Yeah, it seems cool.
Yeah.
I like his sort of aesthetic as like an overgrown, just like dude.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's a big guy.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Hey, come here. Big boy. I'll edit that in somehow. Yeah.
God, that's funny. And speaking of TV, we can end close to here.
Yes, definitely.
I am watching The End of the Fucking World. It took me a long time to like finally watch
movie?
it. It's a show on Netflix.
Oh.
And either really prefer the first season to the second or really
Vice
prefer the second to the first. And I think the second's way better. It's very cool.
I'll have to watch
I'm in
it
the
so that I
middle.
can
I'm in the
disagree with
middle
you.
of it, of course. I need to finish it, but God, you just gotta love it.
Yeah.
Actually, at some points, because like British accents, I have to turn on the subtitles because I
Really?
can't understand them.
Is it like they're using a lot of slang or it's really thick? I hope this isn't just like Harry Potter British.
No, it's not
We'll
like
get back to it again.
it's not Harry Potter British. It's
It's like
one girl has
thick in like
the main girl has like a kind of thick accent, and then I
know with Scottish people.
I got used to it after.
Scottish and Irish, if it gets really thick, it sounds like another fucking language.
Yeah,
Which
dude,
is like almost a
Welsh
joke.
like is insane.
Yeah, it's like, at what point do colloquialisms become like their own thing?
That's true. That's crazy.
That's a cool divide.
Yeah.
That's a cool point to end on this. Link in the comments. Link in the comments.
Yeah, guys, link in the comments.
Yo, put your put scary Jeff the Killer links in the comments. Did you ever do? That's a good ending thing. Did you ever get like clickbaited or like when you were younger, or like jump scared by anything like that? Anything like comments, like a video game, like a flash game.
I probably watched the like the
commercial?
car coming
Yeah,
down.
coming through, and then yeah, I saw that. I think I saw that in class too, which is weird.
I was shown that in a class.
I don't know why
as
we
well.
did that.
Yeah, that's
so weird. Yeah, I remember. One time I was.
I
Like,
got I don't remember what, but I got like jump scared the fuck out of me like
Yeah.
a few years ago.
yeah,
Just browsing.
I had cousins who did the game where it's like it's a maze game, so you're like focusing.
Yeah.
I had cousins do that to me and my brother once, which was just kind of awkward afterwards because we got scared and then we were like,
Okay.
why?
Yeah.
And then another time like I was watching a video and then like someone linked something. It wasn't like it related to the video. It wasn't like free giveaway. Like I'm not that stupid, but it was like, and this was me as a kid, but it was something that was like pertaining to it and that I wanted to see. So I clicked it and it was just like real loud, just and like it was like scary Jeff the Killer face. It wasn't really scary, but it just the sound like made me jump.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean,
Speaking of getting pranked, I was once what's the word? I was once led into eating a dog treat.
oh, okay, well that's not the worst.
It was pretty bad. It tasted pretty
Oh.
awful.
I've seen people just eat dog treats like they're damn
It's
chips.
fucked up. That's
Was
so
this by
fucked up.
who? Your family, friends, randoms?
My friend as a kid.
Oh,
His like brother that was like a year younger.
oh,
I got fucking baited.
what an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember in elementary school, I was just running around and a kid like got gum and put it in my hair, and I was like, he wasn't like bullying me. He just thought it would be funny, and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. I just have to get my hair cut now, and I had to get my hair like cut because he put gum in my hair. Like
Someone put duct tape in my hair once, like a little
That's
tiny
annoying,
bit.
yeah.
That was annoying.
I knew a kid who stapled his head. Like that was funny.
That's a perfect place to end. Anyway.
Well,
I
I do want to say one more thing.
Jesus Christ.
Just this is
No, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
about Flash games. Flash is being like discontinued. Like they're not updating it or supporting it, I think, anymore.
Dude, I have to finish Endgame before that.
Yeah. Well, and there's already an archive of like hundreds of thousands of Flash games being saved, which is amazing.
So can you still play them?
Like offline. So
Oh,
instead of
okay.
having a website that hosts it, you would like download it or something
Oh,
like that.
cool. It's fine then.
Which is, yeah, it's fine. But like, first of all, that sucks. Second of all, like we should preserve all that shit to the maximum. Like I'm
Yeah.
super about that, you
That's
know.
true. The like
Keep it alive.
George Bush shooter from Miniclip, that needs to be preserved for future generations.
We need every Newgrounds fucking George Bush game where you beat them up and like
Yeah.
all those porn games.
Yeah. Dude, just every game where you're literally just shooting terrorists.
Every game where your mouse is a crosshair and just
Yeah.
the same like and like gunshot, the fucking like Quake sound effects.
Absolutely. That's a perfect place to end.
All right, this went better than expected.
Yeah, post a comment about your favorite play.
Bye.
Peace. Have a good one.